Good evening, students. Today we will start our next chapter, polynomial. In ninth class, we have already studied about polynomial. Now, I will remind something about polynomial which we have discussed in class 9th. You know, I have told you about degree of a polynomial. Degree of polynomial means highest power of the variable. Here I have taken an example, px equal to x cube plus 4x square plus 2x plus 5. This is the polynomial in variable x. Here the highest power of the variable is 3, so its degree is 3. Okay, now if I am taking this x square plus 4x plus 5, then its degree is 2. Okay, we can take polynomial in any variable. I can also take py equal to y to the power 4 3y cube plus 2y plus 6. Here we have variable is y and its highest power is 4. Okay, so this thing we have already discussed in ninth class. And one more thing I want to remind you, degree of constant polynomial is 0. Degree of constant polynomial is 0 and degree of zero polynomial is not defined. These things I have already discussed with you in ninth class. Okay, now if the polynomial has degree 1, here you can see this is the polynomial x plus 3. Here the power of variable is 1, so this is called linear polynomial. This is called linear polynomial. Okay, if I have polynomial like this, x square plus 4x plus 5. Okay, here you can see degree of the polynomial is 2, so this type of polynomial is called quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. If degree of the polynomial is 3, then this is called cubic polynomial. This is called cubic polynomial. Now the new concept that I want to discuss with you, which is in your 10th class, is geometrical meaning of the polynomial. To understand the geometrical meaning of polynomial, first we must know zero of polynomial. This concept already we have discussed in 9th class. You know, if we have polynomial px equal to x plus 3, then for x equal to minus 3, px equal to minus 3 plus 3 will become 0. So for x equal to minus 3, this polynomial becomes 0. So this minus 3 is the 0 of this polynomial. Now to understand the geometrical meaning of a polynomial, first of all we will try to draw the graph for px equal to x plus 3. Here px will play the role of y. So if you take px as y, then it will become y equal to x plus 3. Then if you draw a table for this, if I take x equal to 0, okay, then when we put x equal to 0, y will become 3. And if I take x equal to minus 3, x equal to minus 3, then px become 0. You know this thing, that how to draw a graph for a linear equation. Now if I draw a graph for this 0 3 0 3, this is the point 0 3. Okay, now next point is minus 3 0, so minus 3 0 will be this point. This is minus 3 comma 0, this was 0 comma 3. Now if I draw the graph for this, the graph will be like this. Okay, we have joined these 2 points 0, 3 and minus 3, 0. So this is the graph for this linear equation. Now what I want to say, minus 3 is the 0 of this polynomial. Now from graph you can see this graph intersect the x-axis at this point. And what is the x-coordinate here? X-coordinate is minus 3. And minus 3 is the 0 of this polynomial. From this example, we conclude that 0 of a polynomial is x-coordinate of the point where the graph of the given polynomial intersect the x-axis. If we have a polynomial which is quadratic, then you know this thing, the quadratic polynomial has maximum 2 zeros, and if we have cubic polynomial, then it can have at the most 3 zeros. Okay, now if you want to understand it by graph, or you can say you want to understand by geometry, then now I will tell you how to calculate number of zeros of a polynomial from the graph. There is a very simple trick. This is the polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial because it intersects the x-axis at 2 points. So number of zeros of this polynomial will be 2. Here you can see this again. Here this graph intersects the x-axis at 1 point. So this will have 1 zeros. Now if you see here, this graph also intersect x-axis at 1 point. This graph also intersect x-axis at 1 point. Then what is the difference? Difference is that if there is a straight line, this always represent a linear polynomial. So it has 1 0. And if the graph is curved but it intersect at 1 point, so it has also 1 0. But what is the difference? This is a quadratic polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial. If there is a curve, then this can be a quadratic polynomial. But you know quadratic polynomial has 2 zeros. Then why it intersect at 1 point? So it intersect at 1 point. It means this quadratic polynomial has repeated zeros. For example, I am taking this example, x square minus 6x plus 9. Okay, this is nothing but px equal to x minus 3 whole square. Okay, when you solve this one, you will get this. X minus 3 whole square is always x square minus 6x plus 9. So when you find its zeros, then its zero will be x equal to 3 and 3. Both will be repeated. So this is such type of example. Now what I want to say, that if you want to find out the number of zeros from the graph, check only the x-axis. At how many point the graph intersects the x-axis. If it intersect at 2 point, the number of zero will be 2. If it intersect at 1 point, then number of zeros 1. If it intersect at 1, 2, 3, then this can be cubic polynomial. Okay, so it has number of zeros 3. Now you can see here this graph intersect the y-axis, not the x-axis. So this type of polynomial has no zeros, no zero. Okay, for calculating number of zero, it must intersect the x-axis. Here you can see here 3 point, 1, 2, 3 point, here 1 point, here 2 point, but all points are on x-axis. So to check the number of zeros, you have to check only on the x-axis. Here you can see number of zeros are 1, 2, 3, 4. number of zeros are 4. So you have to check only x-axis, not y-axis. Now student, assignment for you, do exercise 2.1. Exercise 2.1. In this exercise, you have to find out the number of zeros by looking at the graph. Thank you. Thank you very much.